I don't think I've ever had a true hypomanic episode like this because, again, it's 4 a.m. and I feel like I could go for a run right now.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or to it if this is the first time you are seeing my face. Thank you so much for clicking on it. My name is Jacy, and I just did a video about my bipolar disorder, and I received so many comments on it, and I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you guys so much for your outpouring of support. I read each and every one of those comments, and I don't know if I just didn't have the emotional bandwidth to actually respond to all of them. But I found it both equally heartbreaking that some people could resonate with it, as well as heartwarming that so many people were so encouraging and so supportive of everything. And I just can't thank you guys enough for continuing to support me on this YouTube journey, as well as trying to progress my mental health into a more positive state. So thank you so much for the comments, for any of the direct messages, for the text messages I received. I am forever appreciative of it. But while we're on the topic of bipolar disorder, I was hesitant to post this as a video, but because of the outpouring of support that I received, I feel so much more comfortable sharing this with you guys. When I first got diagnosed with bipolar disorder and was better able to understand what was going on in my noggin, I decided to hit record on some of the episodes that I was having, whether it was an extremely depressive episode or a hypomanic episode. So I just wanted to give a raw and unfiltered look into the two sides of my brain that are constantly battling each other, and why it's so important to reach that equilibrium with bipolar disorder that I am trying to achieve. So hopefully it's a little bit insightful and kind of shows the struggle and gives a better representation of what's going on in my head. So if you like videos like this, they won't happen that often. I usually have more fun videos. But if you like hanging out with me and want to see some of my more lighthearted story times that are coming later this month, make sure to like this video. It really helps me out, and I'm so close to 10,000 followers, so I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe. I should have said that before the 10,000 subscribers. You guys get it, you know the drill. Let's just hop into the video and take a look at some of the episodes I have with my bipolar disorder.
Hello. It is almost 4 a.m. Can you see that? 3:51. In about 3 hours, I will have been up for 24 hours. I want to say today, but I guess technically it was yesterday. I woke up at 7. I went to the gym, had a good workout day, came back to my apartment, showered, got ready, filmed a couple of videos, edited a video. I meal prepped dinner, so I made chicken patties with broccoli and cauliflower, and then like this mashed cauliflower. So I had a good meal prep day. Vacuumed, took the trash out. Just I knew I was in a manic episode because I just had all this energy, and I was like, wow, I'm getting so much done, and I have the momentum. Let's keep it going. Oh, look at my raccoon eyes. I washed my face. I did my full skincare routine. I read my book for an hour, and I tried to wind down because I was like, okay, I know this feeling. This is apparently a manic episode now that I know what to call it. So let's try winding down. So I lit some incense. I read for an hour, and I was like, okay, no going on my phone for the rest of the time until bed. So I laid in bed for about 2 hours, tossing and turning with just these racing thoughts. And it was as if like my eyes are tired, but my brain is running a marathon. And like my body's tired, my body's ready to go to sleep, but my brain is just like, oh my God, all these great ideas. So after about 2 hours of just laying there, I wasn't just laying there. I was thinking of, how should I explain this? Okay, so I recently had a conversation with somebody, and I was saying how, oh, like, I need a new character for the rom-com that I make in my head before bed every night. And they were like, what are you talking about? I was like, you know, like when you're falling asleep, you write a little romantic comedy in your head. And they're like, what? No. And I said, what do you think about before you go to bed? And they said, I don't know, my to-do list, what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, like reflecting on the day. And I was like, what? No, like I write little stories in my head and I feel like a director. And I'm like, all right, let's change this up. Let's add this character. Let's do this. Apparently not everybody does that. So I got to thinking, I was like, well, if not everybody does that, maybe I should tell my stories of when I'm falling asleep and the creative rom-coms that I'm coming up with. So what I'm trying to get at is at 2 a.m, I was like, all right, I can't sleep. So I just wrote an outline for a book. I'm literally so manic that I wrote a pretty decent novel, if I could say so myself. So I wrote this for about 2 hours. Then I was like, okay, now it's time to go to bed. You got that out of your system. Laid down for about another hour. I should not have gotten started on this outline, because then I started thinking about all the specific details and, I could add this detail in here to connect it to the end. This should be the ending instead of this. Let's make this part a little bit more modern and girl powery and not so traditional chick lit and chick fiction. And now it's 4 a.m. And now I can't stop thinking about this stupid book that doesn't even exist and has nothing to do with anything right now. I don't think I've ever had a true hypomanic episode like this, because again, it's 4 a.m. and I feel like I could go for a run right now. I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. I don't want to spike my blood sugar. So I don't know what to do. I don't know how to turn my brain off. I tried scrolling on the internet, but like that wasn't even helping. I don't know what to do. I gotta tell my doctor about this clearly, which is why I'm recording this, so I could be like, hey, I had another hypomanic episode. I don't know. So I'm just documenting this. I thought it was kind of funny, but it might also be very helpful to future Jacy. Tell your doctor that the meds aren't working yet. I don't know. I'm done. I don't know if I should go to bed or be productive. I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Who am I talking to? Good night. All right, quick update. It is now 6 a.m. Can you see it? It's 6 a.m, so 2 hours later. Haven't really been doing much these past 2 hours. But what was kind of cool is that my sister's on the East Coast and she responded to one of my emails. So I texted her and I said, hey, just want to let you know I'm kind of having a hypomanic episode. And so I've just been texting her and like talking through it, and she's been super helpful and awesome, and being like, hey, like at least you recognizing it and like you can better cope when you feel any type of triggers sort of thing. So that was really nice. But I've just been talking to her for the past 2 hours, not really doing anything. I will show you that the sun is coming out. All right, so out my window, looks like it's almost daylight. I don't want to show too much of my view, but the sun's coming up over there. And yeah, but now it's 6 a.m, so I think I'm finally wound down enough to at least get some sleep. It might be couple hours. Hopefully I don't knock out for like a full 10 hours because I have things to do tomorrow, but an interesting episode for sure. Sorry I said goodbye earlier. Now it's goodbye. I'm going to bed. Hi. I am in a depressive episode, I guess, and I told myself that I would document it. It's been about 4 days, and I don't think I've showered in those 4 days. I haven't really done much of anything except sleep and stay on my phone. I think my screen time yesterday was 11 hours, and I think I did what I call a 14er last night, which is I slept for 14 hours.
and I've just been averaging about 12 hours of sleep for the past 4 days. So just lots of sleeping and lots of scrolling. What's different about this depressive episode is I'm somewhat medicated. So I have been on lamotrigine for 3 weeks now, and I'm only on 25 milligrams. And they said that I could work my way up all the way up to like 300 milligrams. So it's like very minimal. And it takes like 6 to 8 weeks for it to like really start kicking in. But I can feel the difference because I have no energy to do anything. I just feel like I am getting nothing done, that it's like, what's the point? Let me just continue on through this cycle. I know it's going to end in a couple of days and then I'll be productive again. So, what's the point of trying? Whereas before, it was bad. I can actually feel it chemically changing my brain and taking away those really bad thoughts that I used to feel. And those bad thoughts, I've never wanted to hurt myself. I'm just going to say that. I've never thought about hurting myself, but the thoughts would be more of like, well, if I were to be in a plane crash, that's not my fault, and it's tragic, but it'd be over. Or I'd be in my car and be like, well, if my car crashed right now, it's not the worst thing. And then I learned that those are really bad thoughts. That's not good. And I can feel that I don't think like that anymore. And I can feel that, that it's not like I'd be okay if things just stopped. Now it's just more of like, oh, I'm just so tired to do anything. I can't do anything. But it's not as end of the world feelings. It's not as bad. And so I'm excited to see how the medication works, because I think when I told myself I would film my depressive episodes, they used to be a lot worse. They used to be scary, bad. And so I think it's going to be okay, which is good. But while I'm recording this depressive episode, I guess I'll show you what I call my depression den, which is my apartment when I can't get anything done. So let me show you. All right, so starting with the kitchen, I haven't been able to do dishes in a bit, and I haven't really been eating anyway, so I'll need to do those dishes soon. I started a puzzle, which helped a little bit. My living room is kind of messy, but I can pick all this up. It's not too bad. But my room isn't great. I just haven't had the energy to clean any of this. So that's what it looks like when I'm in a depressive episode. Can't really shower or clean or do much of anything, and it's really been inhibiting my life. I don't know if I even want to show this, because for one, it used to be a lot worse, and this is actually a good look at it, but I think it's important to kind of share all the different experiences that we all have, because it's important to destigmatize it, but also know that if you're going through stuff like this, other people are that you might not expect. I do my hair and makeup, and I come on here and I make videos and I laugh and I joke, and a lot of people, they wouldn't know how much I struggle to just
get up and do something every day to just get a little bit of work done, to even do my dishes or shower. And I think it's important that everybody knows that everybody's going through something, and you know, just be kind and know that you have people that will support you if you're going through something, and that there's always a solution out there. You can get help, you can get medication, you can get that support system around you. And I think that's what's helping me, and that's why it's not only helping me feel comfortable sharing this with you guys, but getting the help that I need to get better. So I'm hoping that these depressive episodes are going to be few and far in between in the future, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see that I finally get stabilized and I can just function properly. So that is my depressive episode.
And so those were just 2 looks into some of the things that's going on in my brain with bipolar disorder. Now, sometimes it might not be as manic, sometimes it might not be as depressive, but I think it's a pretty good look into what is going on up there and why I might need to get medicated and just the overall struggle with mental health. So if you guys can relate to this, I'm sorry, but let me know down in the comments. I'm in a much better headspace to be able to respond and really start this community and this conversation in terms of mental health. But I just once again want to thank you guys for allowing me to be so open and vulnerable on the internet. It's something that I'm working on both in my personal life and in my internet persona. So I am just so grateful for each and every one of you. But I will catch you in the next video, which won't be on this topic. I don't know, who knows? It's my channel. We'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles! Oh my gosh, also shameless self-plug, although it's not a self-plug. If you like my earrings, make sure to go check out my sister's Etsy shop to buy your own. She is doing a new launch for Valentine's Day, so go pick up your boo thing, a pair of cute earrings, or treat yourself this Galentine's Day. I'll leave the link down below because my sister is also super passionate about her creative pursuits, and I'm so proud of her. She's the best sister ever. So if you guys want to go support her and give your ears a little bling bling, feel free to do so below. But that's it. See you guys!